What's good, YouTube? Let me tell you about finally getting that monkey on my back. A bunch of day twos and always losing the bubble, and finally on my fifth try, I managed the top 32. Feels good to finally get that monkey on my back. Sucks I had to play my boy Tyree, top 32. We both went in knowing that whoever drew better basically was gonna get it. Because the match between me and him was always like a toss-up every time we were testing throughout the week and the week before at the Rockville Regional. But yeah, this is gonna be my turn report, and then I'll have a deck list at the end. First round I played Frogs. It was alright matchup. The good thing was I was testing against Frogs that night before, so I really was confident going in the matchup, especially the moment we touched our sideboards, because I sat in double Banishers and the DD Crow. And I think the biggest part of this match was game 2 when he misplayed trying to econ my Thought Ruler. And the other big part of the match was, I remember, was game 1, I was up to 12,300 life, just using Thought Ruler, running over his Monarchs, and having a Thought Ruler and Android on board. Just kept gaining life, and he couldn't really do much about that. Game 2, I was playing Philip, who was using plants. Basically, the one thing I remember was game 1 was pretty fast. Game 2, it was a good matchup, except for the fact that he opened up going Tour Guide, bring out Sangan, and I just drew Summon Banisher, run over that Sangan for a quick plus, and then just set 3 back row. Game 2 was really close actually though. He got me down to 850. I got him down to 8. I'm not sure how it ended. I think it was one of us was trying to top deck a monster, and I think I topped it, but I'm not sure about that. My next match was against Sam's. Notable about this was game 1, I had to run over 3 Shiens, 1 Naturia Beast, 1 game. But yeah, I managed to do that, took game 1. Game 2, he had the D-Fissure on board, but by the time he had the D-Fissure on board, I already had board presence control, and he just really couldn't come back. Next match was against Plants. I think he warned one of my monsters, and he solemned another one, and then I just reborn my monsters back and just started hitting him for exact game. I think that's the only notable about this match. I'm not completely sure. I wish I took better notes. But yeah, the next round I played against Frogs, which I was like, game 1 I might get wrecked, but surprisingly I did alright with it. The note about this was game 3, or right before game 3, we got mid-round deck checked, and I had drawn my hand already. So I looked at it, I'm like, this can't be happening to me. I'm holding Debris, Foolish, DD Crow, Pot of Avarice, Veiler, and a Solemn Warning. This really can't be happening. I have, like, the nuts in my hand. And then he's like, oh god, freaking drew horrible, thinking is whatever, but it all turned out well. We drew, it was a good game, game 3. Yeah. Next match was against the macro guy that top 8'd. Game 1, I just was not prepared for this. He destroyed me game 1. Game 2, I had my stun in, and stun just put in work against macro. Just destroy. My side deck cards destroyed his backfield, destroyed macros. Game 3, the people around me were saying that he cheated me game 3. I'm not completely sure about that, but they told me that, what's his name? There was a ruling on DD Survivor that if he set and you attack into it while they have macro on board, you don't get it back, but he kept getting it back. So I don't know about that, but whatever, I managed to take it. I think I econned his Rose Warrior and started synchro spamming or something with his Rose Warrior, my Tengu, but long day is long. This is where stuff was like, blah. I had to play my good friend Wilson that I knew back from Cali days, and I was just like, I did not want to play. We're both 6-0, and I'm like, why do I gotta play someone I know again? Or for the first time, why do I gotta play someone I know? Game 1, I finally realized, or like knew his deck. About 5 cards in my main board were dead against his deck, so basically it just gave him the advantage game 1. Game 2, it was back and forth. He just shredded me enough times where I was just like, alright, you got it. And after this round, we realized that we had fist bumps right before each round. I would go look at my pairings, I'd walk back, I'd see him, and then we'd just get a quick fist bump. And after that, we were like, oh, XO. So, like, I don't know. Next round, I played against some guy, James. He was running plants. Game 1, I could not draw a monster to save my life. I drew one lone fire for 5 turns. I don't know what happened, and he had the warning for the lone fire. I'm not sure what's up that game. Game 2, misplayed. He torrentialed when I tributed my Tengu for Caius too early, so I just targeted the other face down, cleared his board. Game 3 was destroyed. By then, I'm like on fumes. I'm mad that I'm X2 again, and I gotta go into day 2 on the bubble. I'm 6-2, just raging. Go back to hotel. Antonio Tyree are just like, come on, you got this. You're gonna day 2. Tyree was X1, so I was like, alright, you got this. You're gonna top. But I was like feeling really unconfident about this. I was like, alright, whatever. I go to bed, wake early, wake up next morning, go, alright, I got this. I got this. Everyone's like texting me, telling me good luck, good luck. Yeah. Day 2, I was sitting there going, don't show up. Give me an easy. Nope. Guy shows up. I'm like, okay, whatever. Play plants. Game 1, let's see, 23,000. Caius, control board. Game 2, I just topped all my side deck material, and I think that's why I had it. In the final, on the bowl match again, I'm just like, alright, this is going to happen to me again. I'm X2 like I always am, and I'm going to lose on the bubble, and I'm just going to rage quit again. But I was like actually really surprised. Talked to him, he had topped Philly, or YCS Philly, like, so I was like, alright, good player. Game 1 was basically warning solemn battle, and game 1 was just, I had like all the answers. I drew everything that I would love to draw. I had perfect god hand. Game 2, I just got like, I controlled early game, and then finally I was just like control the board, and then I topped the god hand, or I topped like god game 2. I think the Yu-Gi-Oh gods were like, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah. Just wait around, wait for top 32 to get called. Top 32 gets called, and me and Tyree were both standing there chilling, and all of a sudden I hear my name, so my group's all blah blah blah, loud and happy. And then we hear Tyree's name, and we're like, yay! And then it took us like a month to register. Wait, I'm 16, you're 17 in the rankings. Oh shit. So then, going to top 32, I had to play my boy. Game 1, just smash. Game 2, he just went off. He went beast mode. Just destroyed me game 2. It was a good match. Went back and forth. Good thing with him, it was, we won the game 3. It was nothing more fitting than going into game 3, where I made my biggest misplay of the entire tournament, where I had an MST set for the longest time, forgetting I had it there, and he had the set D-Prison, just one set back row, one set monster, and I have the Banisher. I completely had a mind lapse, forget to MST's back row, go Banishers, attack into D-Prison, and then that thing gives him the lone fire that just begins the god loop. What he was saying was he had no outs to that Banisher, and because I attacked, it was basically the reason why I had it. It was all in all a good day. Sucks I had to play my boy, but I'm glad that it was against him, and I can say I top 32. If someone says anything about that, I lost to the champ. So I lost to the champ. I lost to the #1 guy. I can't really complain. It was a great weekend. Everyone in the room, we all went to bed early, got that sleep. No one kept us up all night. But yeah, can't wait till Nats comes. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a blast. Quick shout outs. Jarrell Winston. Let me tell you about Jarrell Winston. Going to YCS, believing he was mad at me for something, and he was just all chill and stuff about it. It was really fun hanging out with him. Can't wait to chill with him again at Nats. Team Zodiac, y'all going to YCS with y'all was amazing, especially with Antonio and Tyree. Good, like, entire weekend was good. Quick shout out to Aaron and Andrew for driving us. I could not have lasted that 8-hour drive if I drove myself. Everyone in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area that just mass blew up my phone, spam my Facebook walls, wishing good luck, or after I lost Tyree, be like, sorry, but sucks you had to lose Tyree. It was a lot of love shown there. So at least I represented Virginia a little bit well. And then last shout out I wanted to give to my teammates on Team Empire. Y'all showed a lot of love, congratulating me all the time, seeing how I was doing the entire day, and all that. Oh, wait, another shout out. Justin Russell just made a quick point. Ever since I met him, I played in 2 events, and I topped both events. So I don't know about that, any correlation there, but it's all good, bro. Nice to hear a joke. So yeah, here's my deck list. Here's a nice mat that it's really nice to earn. It feels better than if you were to buy one. To start off, we had the Plant Engine, the 2 Lone Fires, the Dandy, the Glow Bulb, and the 1 Spore. The Tengu Engine, which it wouldn't be Tengu Plants without it. Double Debris Dragon, 1 Card Trooper, double Raikou, double Valor, 1 Gorf, double Caius, 1 Sangan, and the last card was Blackwing Zephyros. Zephyros put in work all day. I think I have a video either on Jarrell's or Stefan Bazil's that has me explaining this card a little more, a couple combos will fit. So yeah. The Magic lineup, 1 Book of Moon, double Pot of Avarice, the Reborn, the Dark Hole, the 1-for-1, the Foolish Burial, Enemy Controller, double MST, 1 Giant Trunade. Trap lineup is 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Solemn Judgment, double Solemn Warning, 1 Mirror Force, 1 D-Prison, 1 Dust Tornado, 1 Call, and 1 Limit Reverse. Basically, my deck was almost a carbon copy of Tyree's, just decided last minute to take out dualities to have a little bit more control with the econs, but I kind of regret doing that. My side deck, Ally Salvo, talking to Tyree about it, turned out to be a good idea. Played some people with it earlier in the day. Just set it. Hyperion destroyed my backfield. He attacked it, and I was like, destroy Hyperion, destroy backfield on his card. I'm not sure about it. I wish it was a Thunder King, but when I did use it, it was alright. 1 DD Crow, 1 Puppet Plant. I'll take out the second Puppet Plant for the Ally Salvo. 1 Grand Mole. I didn't really use them all day. Double Banisher, 1 Thunder King, double Cyber Dragon, double Nobleman to cross out. I regret running these. Next time in an event, I will not run them ever again. Just did not work out. 1 D-Prison, 1 Royal Oppression, double Memory Catastrophes that after talking to Wilson about, I wish these were Fairy Winds. Fairy Winds would have put in work.